Hi everyone. Today we discussed about fuel cells. Normally electric vehicle uses a battery to produces the electrical energy that is also given to the motor. Instead of battery we can use a fuel cell. Fuel cell is an electrochemical device that produces electricity by chemical reaction as like a battery. The major difference between the fuel cell and the battery is the battery produces electricity from the stored chemical energy, so it requires frequently recharging. But fuel cell produces electricity as long as the fuel is supplied. This is the major difference between the fuel cell and the battery. The basic structure of the fuel cell is very similar to the battery. It consists of anode and cathode. The fuel supplied to the fuel cell is hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen supplied at the anode side, oxygen supplied at the cathode side. The hydrogen fuel supplied to the fuel cell that consists of two hydrogen atoms per molecule chemically bonded together in the form of H2. The fuel cell breaks these hydrogen molecules to produce electricity. The hydrogen molecules breaks into four parts at cathode due to chemical reaction. It releases the hydrogen ions and electrons. This chemical reaction is speed up by the catalyst. The hydrogen ions are moved towards to the cathode through electrolyte which is placed between two electrodes. The electrons also move towards to the cathode through external circuit. This flow of electrons produces the electricity. In the cathode side, chemical reaction takes place in two stages. First, the bond between two oxygen atoms in the molecule breaks. Then each ionized oxygen atom grabs two electrons coming from the anode through external circuit to become a negatively charged. The negatively charged oxygen atoms combine with the positively charged hydrogen atoms that comes from the anode side. The combination both oxygen and hydrogen combination takes place. It produces the H2O, that is commonly known as water. This is the basic structure of our fuel cell, chemical reaction of the fuel cell. In the anode side, we give the hydrogen fuel. The hydrogen is breaks into hydrogen ions and electrons. The hydrogen ions move towards to the cathode, that is indicated by the arrow in the diagram. The electrons move towards the cathode through the external circuit, that is indicated in the diagram. Upper side of the diagram, that is a plus and minus. In the cathode side, the oxygen combines with the negatively charged electrons, that becomes a negatively charged oxygen. Then the oxygen combines with the hydrogen, that produces the H2O. So finally hydrogen and oxygen produces hydrogen and oxygen combines produces electricity and also water. This is the working principle of our fuel cell. The fuel cell is fuel cell also used in the electric vehicle.